So overall, key trends in the information technology that we see from the quality assurance and testing perspective, that since it has shifted from defect to business outcomes or customer experience, there are other evolving technologies that are also affecting, and we have already seen its effect from 2016 to 19. And in the same technologies have the same very similar influence on the quality assurance and testing in 2020. That is included in the newer report. So say API economy or IoT or AI, cloud or cybersecurity and the blockchain. All of these technologies do affect the quality assurance and testing. Then we'll see that what industry thinks that how these are affecting. And the drivers are increasing customer centricity, user experience, time to market. Now we do understand it traditionally that user experience or user requirements are important. But before 10 years, we used to think the user as what they need, not whether they have a good experience using the softwares. Time to market, it was always there in quality assurance or traditional software engineering methodologies, testing in all of the standards and the techniques. Now, the right shift, when we say from the defect detection to user experience, another right shift is increasing adoption of the agile or DevOps methodologies. That has increased from 2016 in the newer software market, software development and testing and quality assurance area, and that's still true for 2019 and 20. In fact, the major or the important notifier or indicator in that report is that agile and DevOps methodology is more popular than it was before. Right, so now here in what we have in this graph that shows that executive management objectives with respect to quality assurance and testing, what they think. So if we see it here, you might notice that the green 2016 and 18 is the blue, and the dark blue is the 2017. So if you look at the defect software detection before goes live, so there's not a huge change, but it is increased. But interestingly, you might see in 2017, all of the data is low, or the responses of the executive management. Now, you really have to understand this is from executive management. It's not from the testers themselves. So what we see from defect software or detect the software defects before go live, they think, or their opinion is that is increased from if we move from 16 to 18. Similarly, ensure end user satisfaction. Now here you might see that this is 42. Right, and this is also 42 here. Maybe I'll just use the annotations. So here, 42 and 42. While earlier we said that it's more focusing on the user experience, right? So that's in fact true. You can see it has increased from 39 to, yes, see, previously it was 39. So more focus shifted from here to here, though it's still 42. Now contribute to business growth. Now see 38 previously, now 41. Increase the quality of software or the product. from 37 to 39. Now, all these three factors that I'm annotating now with, say, I'll do with the green color. See here, all these factors, if we look at them, ensure end user satisfaction, contribute to business growth, increase the quality, protect the corporate image, awareness. In a way, up to here, we can categorize them, that these things, or the objective of these matrices or the parameters, is not with the defect identification. Even your the software product might not have any defect, it might work properly. So this is non-functional requirement of the quality, right? Then quality, then we can say quality checks. This is not in a way directly with the user satisfaction, though they help to increase these factors, that these factors here. So when we do these things, implement the quality checks, or we reduce overall time, so you would increase all these matrices here. But you can see that focus is more on these things here. While traditionally we used to think, or everyone used to think, that just detect the software defect before it goes live is better. But it's not only defect detection, but you've got to think about it. And you can see the percentages, that all of these factors percentages has increased from executive management objectives perspective. Okay, so I'll just clear all the drawings here. Now the factors, now we'll look at the other factors that we have. We said here, all of these factors, they affect the quality and testing in next few years. And this is true in the 2022, all of them. So now we'll see that, for example, what is this, how this will increase or decrease each of them. And again, it is based on the survey in the report that we have. So I'll go to the next slide. And right, so digital transformation and the API economy. Now here in digital transformation or API economy, what we have here, traditionally we used to create the softwares. You knew that certain people will use it. They'll be in certain environment. Mostly they would use it on computers. Now the software industry has changed, that you'll create different services. Now these services would be used on different platforms, different devices in different environment. So the challenges that you can foresee, that say you're designing a product. Previously you were designing a product, you knew the user very well, you knew the environment, you knew the platform hardware, the everything that was more predictable. Now here in this, for example, the people that think that we don't have enough time to test. Say previously you had an application, you had to just test for operating system, 2 operating systems, 2 or 3 browsers, that's it. Now you got to think about how this application would look like or run on mobile phone. And then you have whole range of different platforms on the mobile. Similarly, wearable devices, right? Or you are creating the plugins that the service can connect with different existing software on even on the computers. So same service have to have different versions, and then you can imagine the pain of the quality assurance and the testing for these different platforms or for these different devices. So you see that as the digital transformation and the API economy increases, the time, so more people think that they don't have the time to do it. That's why it's a challenge. And I'll just make the annotations here again. So if you see it here, the time. Similarly, we don't have the right tools. So you don't have a tool that can help you to test or ensure the quality for all of the platforms. Different tools that you use. And here we don't have the right testing process or the method. So testing methods are there. So testing methods have evolved, but not the tools in the survey opinion. And we don't have in-house testing environment. So it peaked, but it seems under control. Everyone can test it. Not everyone, of course, 28% think so. And we don't have mobile testing experts. So see, mobile testing experts were in demand in 2016 and 17. But still there is a demand for them if you want to be one. So we don't have the devices readily available. So again, it's sort of, it goes to the tools. Say, we don't do the mobile testing at all. So more and more people are doing the mobile testing. So if you look at 2014, 13% didn't do it. But now just 4% say they don't do it, but they do. Right, so from the key trends that they affect, this is because of the digital transformation and the API economy.
The Victorian Institute of Technology has other great videos covering many different topics. Please check them out, and thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe the video for more great content like this.